Evening. I don't know where Jason is. I have not heard from him today. So, still waiting to hear back from him. But in the meantime, let's get Joshua set up, and we'll at least do that, right? We got 2. Whoop! What happened there? Okay. Let's see. Whoop. Send you a link to read. Huh? I don't even know how. Like the read to, oh. Okay. I see. Oh, hell's bells. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Colton's texting me on Facebook. Here. I think that works. Does that work? There you are. Hey. You ever heard the phrase "fly by the seat of your pants"? That's what we're doing.
That's what I always do. What are you talking about?
Well, that's what I figured. Like, hi, Marielle. I hope the last thing I said to Jason was, I hope you're okay, because I've never known him to.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. So, let's see. Let's bring up. See if I can remember how to bring up a text. Present. Share screen.
Do you have to then pull it up onto the stage?
Yeah. Every time my phone goes off, I take a look. All right. So, is that good?
You probably ought to zoom in a little.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's see. You can still see it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. See, I've never done this solo before, so. Can I zoom in?
What about those 3 dots over there on the right?
Yeah, well, hang on. Now I can't open my... Oh, here we go. Okay. And then...
Imagine that.
Yep. No, not smaller. How about that?
One more, probably. Yeah.
Good, bad.
That'll work for now. Where are we supposed to be starting?
How about that? Well, what does it say in the corner of the window? 8 something?
17, maybe?
8:28 and following.
Oh, Lord. I guess I was thinking about last week.
I guess you were. Did you miss last week?
No, I was here. I read.
Okay, well.
All
right. So let's hide. I guess, should we hide our pictures or put them somewhere else?
He keeps the pictures up, just not the names typically.
Oh, well, the names aren't showing up for me. Are they showing up for you?
No, so we're good.
Okay, so let's see. I'm doing this out of Logos, so I'm sorry if it doesn't go very well. And you're going to see me cheat, probably.
It's okay.
So, verse 28, I guess I'll start. Vayisrof Yoshua et ha'ai, vayisimeha tel olam shemama ad hayom hazeh. So I don't know. a lot of these words. So Joshua burned Ai, and he established tel-olam. He made. Is this a place name or is this directly translated?
I think he made it. It's the.
Well, oh yeah,
He
yeah. He made the ha. He made it a tel-olam. This says tel means a desolation or a heap of ruins. So I don't know. Maybe you see he made it. I'm gonna say there was a place called tel-olam. He made it, being tel-olam, a desolation. That's what. Otherwise, it's a ruin for eternity.
Yeah, that's that's how I would translate it.
Yeah, tel-olam.
Yeah,
you translate it as a name. Let's see. Now you're really gonna see me cheat.
Yeah, no, we're comparing.
We are. We're not all Jason.
Yeah.
28 really NSB say made it a heap forever. Made it a heap forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so made it a heap forever.
Yeah.
A desolation until this day.
Yeah.
I think the accents would suggest. The accents would suggest differently, I think. What does the Butcher's translation say?
The Butcher's?
Somebody said that my professor called a translation the Butcher's translation, and I asked him about it, and he said he didn't know what I was talking about. Because Bruce Metzger's was on that committee of the NRSV, and I guess that means butcher in German.
Oh.
Okay. It's Joshua 8, right?
Yeah.
8:28.
Mm-hmm.
So Joshua burned Ai and made it forever a heap of ruins as it is to this day. Okay, so I'm probably wrong. How about that? Okay, so Joshua burned Ai and he made it a ruinous heap forever. A desolation until this day. All right. Your turn.
All right. 𝗔𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡𝗦 תלה על העץ עד עת הערב. ובוא השמש ציווה יהושע ויורידו את נבלתו מן העץ.
You get a long one.
וישליכו אותה אל פתח שער העיר, ויקימו עליו גל אבנים גדול עד היום הזה.
Good reading, good accents.
Thank you. And the king of Ai, Tala means
he hanged.
The king of Ai, he hanged upon the tree until the time of the evening. And at the going down of the sun, Joshua commanded, and it's interesting. Joshua commanded, and they brought down his corpse from the tree. And they is it like throw or like cast it?
Yeah, they threw. They cast it. Yeah.
To the opening of the gate of the city, and they established near it or upon it.
Upon it, yeah. Gal avanim.
Something of great stones.
Isn't gal like a wave?
Mhm.
A heap
Yeah.
of stones.
Interesting. Okay. A heap of stones. A great heap of stones.
A great heap of stones.
Yeah. Until this day.
Uh-huh. So there's a refrain, Ad Hayom Hazeh in that verse, and then Ad Hayom Hazeh in the next verse.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as it is to this day or something.
Yeah.
And here we have verse 30. How far did he want to go until the king's list? Is that just till the end of the chapter?
Possibly. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how far he was wanting to go necessarily, but I think he was thinking at the end of that chapter this week. I am legitimately concerned about him.
I know.
It's so unlike Jason to miss this, unless he.
I'm not prepared to take over this whole venture.
Yeah, it is possible that he just started dozing as well.
Yeah. His body, he just reached a point where his body shuts down and says, "Screw you, I'm going to sleep, whether you like it
no
or
matter
not."
what you say.
I can actually see that happening.
Yeah.
And I'm sick, so I don't think, if he doesn't show up, I don't think we'll do the other 2 hours.
Yeah, if we don't hear from him before then, we'll just do this one and call it a day.
So Ozyevna. So
is there anything in verse 29 that you think is
do you see anything interesting?
I don't know. I was reading back through it just to see.
It seems pretty good. I like this next verse though. Ozyevna. Ozyevna. Yeah. Is this your verse or this is my verse?
It's yours.
Ozyevna Yoshua Mizbeach Ladonai Elohei Yisrael Bahar Eval. So Ozyevna is the equivalent to the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗚. And so a few people, Oz plus the imperfect is the equivalent to the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘. And there are a few people that think, I can't remember who wrote this, but there was one scholar that I read who wrote back in the 80s that Oz was actually the Dagesh in the 𝗥𝗘𝗦, in the 𝗥𝗘𝗦 form. It was an assimilated Oz. I don't know if I'll buy that. But then it would be, then Joshua built an altar to Adonai, the God of Israel, on Mount Ebal. Did that make sense, what I just told you about Oz?
Yeah, I'm trying to... So, like...
It would be an assimilated particle.
Yeah, it's interesting. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But, like... So we have, like... This is just me thinking out loud, is essentially what this is. So nobody take this as gospel that's watching. So, like, you have, in the verse before, you have 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘, 𝗥𝗑𝗫𝗓, 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘, 𝗥𝗑𝗫𝗓. I mean, that's 𝗥𝗑𝗫𝗓. I mean, it's just 𝗥𝗘𝗦. 𝗥𝗘𝗦.
And then you have the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘, which is why...
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's probably a form critical question.
Yeah, it's because what it is, so we have this succession of all these things that are going on in this past narrative, if we want to say it that way, of this narrative that is in the past. Yeah. But then he switches your perspective to where you're now in it. So he did all this stuff. So if we be super literal, then he will build. Then Joshua will build an altar, and it's like, or then he's building an altar, like it, like,
yeah,
to me,
I wonder,
it's pulling me from up here to, like, in the story.
So the question is, what's the distinguish between Ozyevna and just 𝗥𝗑𝗦𝗘?
Yeah, no, it's a fair question. Yeah,
which is what we'd expect.
Yeah,
because we see this Ozyevna, there must be something different.
Yeah.
I don't know. So explain what you were suggesting. It's pulling you as a reader into the story.
Yeah, well, like, so I'm thinking, like, when I think of, like, so the 𝗙𝗥𝗚𝗛𝗦𝗘 is a perfective form. You know, you can see the whole thing from as a complete thing, as a complete event.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
So, but because this is, if I take that and then we just have this imperfect, but it's still part of this past story. Like, it's still part of this thing that's come before, but now it's in imperfective form. It's imperfect. It is pulling me down, like, into it, where I go from looking at it as like an audience, but now I'm on the stage, like, participating.
Oh,
with
interesting.
him.
That's interesting.
That's
Yeah.
the way that, like, that's just the way that I best, like, analogy come up with off the top of my head. I'm not saying that's true.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
just
have to do some. I'd have to
yeah.
do some research, because then
Yeah.
you reach the question. Well, the 𝗙𝗥𝗚𝗛𝗦𝗘 is actually a distinctive form from the 𝗥𝗘𝗦. So yeah,
Like I
lots of
said,
questions.
that's just me thinking out loud. I don't have an
Oh,
answer
yeah.
for that. Yeah.
Now, if I share this, does it go? Oh, it goes narrow, doesn't it? If I do it that way, I just put the screen on my. Does it make it big just now? And then
yeah. Oh, it made it short again.
Is that a good layout? Can you see that well enough?
Yeah, I can see fine. Yeah. Thank you, Galen.
Okay.
I appreciate
That way,
the validation.
that way I can keep an eye on the chat. See if I have it side by side.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I missed Hebrew Torah 101 saying Shalom Lachem, through it, heap of stones. I could be a reader if you want. You guys don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. We don't, but that's okay. That's part of the process.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we're on 30. Yeah.
31.
So, and there's a footnote here. What is a footnote here? Compare 9 to not much. Anyway. All right. Go 31. Oh, you get another long one.
It's okay. כאשר ציווה משה עבד אדוני את בני ישראל ככתוב בספר תורת משה. מזבח אבנים שלמות אשר לא הניף עליהם ברזל ויעלו עליו עלות לאדוני. ויזבחו שלמים. All right. So, as Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded the children of Israel, as
wait. Oh, yeah. You're right. Okay. I got confused with Eved Adonai and Bnei Yisrael. Yep.
As is written, as it is written in the scroll of the Torah of Moses, the scroll of the teaching of Moses. That's just an altar of stones, unhewn. Yeah, and which iron has not come upon it. What's the
Hanif to wield?
Yeah, okay, which has not upon them. Yeah, which iron has not been wielded upon
against them.
Against it, yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah, alehen, the stones.
And then
Shalom is to complete. Yeah, but shlemot, peace stones. Yeah. Avanim shlemot, whole stones. What does it say? I was thinking unhewn stones too for some reason, but maybe that was from a different passage. Shlemot 20, 30 something.
Yeah, intact, complete, uncut is how it.
Unhewn stones. Yeah. That's it. Not hewn stones. Unhewn stones.
Did I say hewn? I meant to say unhewn.
I think so.
Oops, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yeah, so they're complete. Like they've not been complete stones, like whole stones, because they've not been cut.
Yeah, they haven't been cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Joshua built on Mount Ebal an altar to the Lord, the God of Israel, just as Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded the Israelites, as it written in the book of the law of Moses, an altar of unhewn stones, on which no iron tool has been used. Yeah, so this is interesting. Moses had already written a book, written instructions. Interesting. Yeah, neat. Unhewn because they haven't been altered. Yes, exactly. Unhewn stones. Yep. So, where are we now? I lost my spot.
I'm in after the 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗥𝗡𝗦 on 31. I haven't finished.
Oh, finish it then. Yeah.
And they sacrifices to the Lord upon it, and they made peace offerings, and they sacrificed peace offerings. You could say burnt offerings.
Yes, that's what I was going to suggest.
Sorry,
𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗥𝗚𝗛, yeah.
𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗥𝗚𝗚.
So they offered up burnt offerings upon it.
Yeah, and then they sacrificed peace offerings, or they offered peace offerings. I have a bad habit of using the King James phrases for all of those, and I'm just like, what?
That's all right. So, ויקטוב שם על האבנים את משנה תורת משה, אשר כתב לפני בני ישראל. So, this is interesting. This is parsed, as a vayiktol. Vayiktov sham. It reduces because the words are joined by the atnach. So the holum reduces down to a kamatz hatuf. So this is just a regular old vayiktol.
Yep.
So he wrote there upon the stones, et mishneh talat. Who's that? Not Jason. Oh, a copy. He wrote a copy of the scroll of Moses that he wrote before the sons of Israel, or which he wrote, or which he wrote there upon the stones the Torah of Moses. Oh, and then he's saying which Moses wrote. I think the second he is referring to Moses.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think. And there's a footnote. Probably a gloss.
Yeah. Saw that too.
Yeah. So if it's a gloss, it means it's an insertion. So asher katav. Okay. I don't see how that solves the problem. Any thoughts? Anybody?
Yeah,
all five of you.
If we take the asher katav out, and he wrote there upon the stones a copy of the Torah of Moses before the children of Israel. That makes sense.
And if you leave it in,
a Torah of Moses.
What's it trying to clarify?
Which katav Moshe, like if it was asher katav Moshe,
right?
That would make sense,
right? If there was a Moshe there, it would make sense, but there ain't.
Yeah.
But then you have
Moses didn't. And Moses
then you have the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗏, which he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
So since there's a 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗏 there, I think it is still referring to Moses.
Yeah.
The instruction of Moses, which he wrote.
Yeah, he's the most recent subject.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Most recent noun, I guess. Most referent.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
A copy of the Torah with which Moses wrote before with the children of Israel.
Yeah.
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗏. Yeah, but since there's no proper name there, it doesn't make it easy to determine whether it's Joshua writing or Moses writing. Right? Because assumedly Joshua would be making the copy. Right? Vayiktov sham havanim et mishnei Torat Moshe. That makes sense. Joshua wrote there upon the stones a copy of the law of Moses.
That's like, think of that as like one whole sentence. It's like what I would like. It's all. He wrote a copy of the Torah of Moses,
which he wrote,
which Moses wrote before the children of Israel.
It would have to be referring to Moses.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep it as it is, it would have to be before it would have to be referring to Moses, right? Yeah. Hebrew Torah 101. Do you agree? The first clause is about Joshua making the duplicate. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So I think Hebrew Torah 101 agrees.
That's what I'm understanding as well. I wouldn't quote me either.
I've been stressing out about final papers, so I'm a little bit muddled, and I haven't looked at this because I didn't know that I'd be doing this.
Right, yeah, no. I haven't either, so it's okay.
Yeah. So
33 is a long boy too.
Yeah, so v'chol Yisrael v'sekenav v'shoftim v'shoftav. V'shofrim v'shoftav. Omedim mizeh mizeh la'aron neged hakohanim halviim rather, the Levites. Nosei Aaron Brit Adonai 𗥥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗓 Chetzio. This is stupid. Chetzio el mul har gerizim. How long does this go? Okay, gerizim v'chachatzio el mul har eval ka'asher tzivah Moshe eved Adonai levarech et ha'am Yisrael barishona. Yikes. Okay. I gotta join one day. This is fun. Yeah, one day we'll put you up here. We'll clear it with the boss and put you up here, especially if one of us is missing. Yeah. So, good Lord. So all of Israel and the elders and the officials and its judges, the officials and its judges, and so yeah, just as a correction, its officials and its judges were standing this way and that way. They were standing all over the place. With respect to the ark, Aaron, let's see, concerning the ark, it was before the priests. The Levites were carrying it.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem right. Helevim nose Aaron Brit Adonai kager. Why is it plural?
Haleviim?
Yeah.
HaKohanim. So
yeah, Leviim nos Aaron. They were carrying the Ark of the Covenant of Yahweh, like a foreigner, Kager, a sojourner.
that's how I read it, but
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗢,
Ezrach.
native inhabitant, carrying it as a foreigner like the inhabitants of like one half of. Okay, this is weird. But yes, Glenn and Hebrew Torah, yes, you are correct. A participial construct phrase, substantive participle, the ones carrying it is implied, I guess. Or no, it's missing an object marker is what's confusing, I think.
Yeah.
The ones carrying the Ark of the Covenant of Yahweh as a foreigner. Maybe it's saying like from foreigners to native people.
Yeah, I think that's what it's doing. So as
the
foreigner, both as the foreigners and as the natives.
No, I remember this expression from Xiao. Yes. I think there's a delay between what we see.
Yeah. 100%.
But I remember this expression from Xiao. It's foreigners and natives alike. That 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡 expression. I just remembered that. So both the natives and the foreigners carried its half, al-mul, in front of Mount Gerizim.
I think that's so. Both the foreigner and the native, let's say that.
Both the foreigner and the native.
Half to the front.
Alike. Half to the front of the Mount of Gerizim and half to the front of Mount Ebal, just as Moses, the servant of Adonai, blessed the people of Israel.
As he commanded.
To bless. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. As in former times, or formerly, Barishona. It's explaining the sides of the foreigners and natives. Yep. Hebrew Torah 101 always comments after we get your comment after we stumble through it and figure it out. And then it makes us look like idiots. Because they're probably wondering, what's taking them so long to see my question? No, half in the front. Right, half in the front.
Mm-hmm. No half in the front.
Is he saying no half in the front or no half in the front? Punctuation is important. All right, 34. You had two groups on each side.
So there's half of the foreigners and half of the natives, each in the front and each in the back. So that's the way I'm understanding.
Now Hebrew Torah 101 puts a lot of laughing faces. And I don't know if he's laughing at the stupid thing I said before or the funny thing I said just now. That's frustrating.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. Let's hope that this gets less jumbled. Either way you look at it, this is weird. No, half in the front. Oh, he put an exclamation point, not even a comma. Dang.
That's funny. Yeah.
Let's see. All right, go.
Yeah. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗩𝗘 את כל דברי התורה, הברכה וההקללה, ככל הכתוב בספר התורה. And after this, he read all the words of the Torah, the blessing and the curse, according to all which is written in the scroll of the Torah, in the book of the Torah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So it
half on
seems
this
pretty
side.
clear to me. It seems clear to me that by the time this was written, you had a Pentateuch.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm a big fan of always making all the ties back to Deuteronomy.
Go.
It's so it seems very specific that this is referring to the to Deuteronomy to me, especially like when I'm thinking chapters 27 and 28. Is that what it is? Where he reads all of these are the blessings that you will have when you enter into the land if you obey the Torah, and if you disobey the Torah, this is the curses that will come upon you. Do you people, do you agree to this? And yes, here we are. And they're like this refrain over and over again of yes, we take this upon us. And so, but yeah, that's all. I think it's just when I see the phrase 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗪𝗏
Yeah.
I think of those two chapters in particular because that's almost all that exclusively what those are. So
maybe that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I make no assertions for anyone, but I know that's the way I do it, and I think I got good grounds for it. So
yeah. For my professor, this is part of the big book of Israelite legends. So it's let's see. Okay, so I get another. So 35. Lo hayadavar mikol asher tziva Moshe asher lo kara Yehoshua neged kol kahal Yisrael. I almost said I've been doing Genesis 3. I almost said Hanachashim. Vahanashim v'hataf v'hager haholech 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗪𝗏. So this is a weird. I even have to look at my translation. Lo hayadavar. There was not a thing. There was not a thing among all which Moses commanded, which Joshua did not say before the whole assembly of Israel. What's this?
Women.
Just women. Why is there a footnote? Oh, Greek. Tois andrasin.
The
Tois
men.
andrasin.
Yeah, he reads it to the men. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid patriarchal people. All right. So, oh yeah, because it is the women. In fact, did I read it as ha'anashim? I think I read it as hanashim. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this would say to the women. Well, hanashim v'hataf v'hager. I'd leave it because these are marginalized people.
Yeah.
He said it to all the men and even the women and the children and the foreigners, right?
Yeah.
I'd leave it. I'd think it as women.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think that makes most sense. I agree. That's how I was going to say that. When
Yeah.
get done. But yeah.
All these people who are going in there, who are walking around in their midst.
Yeah.
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗪𝗏.
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗪𝗏.
Well, that's the end of 8.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to skip the king's list. Is 8? Oh.
When did he say this?
No. This is yeah, this is where the king, yeah.
The Southern Campaign.
Yeah, do we want to? Oh, yeah, this is boring crap. I see. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, yeah, this is boring. Yeah. Oh, Lord. The king of Jericho, 1. The king of Ai, who's next in Bethel, 1. The king of Jerusalem, 1. I've never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Probably because I've never read it. Because I've always.
I like that they set it up. I assume that's how the VHS does it too, which is probably following on.
Well, I don't know if it'll say, because it doesn't. My Logos doesn't do indentations.
No, you're good. I'm looking it up in my physical copy right here.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. It's exactly how it does it.
It does? Cool.
Yeah, let's see if we can't get the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗧.
Use your minor disjunctives marks to help with translation also. I try. I do my best.
Yeah, see. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗧 are on the other side.
Of course, all the people in my classes are more concerned with singing than clause markers. They're not accents, they're tropes. Okay. All right. Tomato, people. Well,
you reckon
what should we do? We
still
have 19 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Did he say where he wanted you to begin again?
No, he said that we would start a new book.
Oh, just start. Oh,
Any votes from the peanut gallery? Peanut gallery is such a pejorative term. From the audience? I think there's like a 15-second delay.
Probably, yeah. So
yeah.
I was trying to think if there's like a short song we can do a couple of verses of or something.
A song?
Psalm?
Ezekiel for the laughs?
Did you see us struggle through Joshua just now?
Let me see. No, I've already done a course on Ezekiel, and there are no laughs in that book. It's all either terrifying or disgusting.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, Ezekiel for the laughs, we can't figure out what the hell. See, I've actually done that book, so I can just use my notes this time. I mean, that's doable. But I don't know.
We could also just take a look at, like, I don't know. I'm trying to just think of like one or two verse things that like take a look at the Shema.
Judges would be fun.
The Aaronic blessing or something. Just
Judges?
I mean, sure, it works too. You want to go to Judges 4, 5?
Judges. Another one for Judges.
Sure.
Jason and I did Judges on our own during COVID.
That's
when we became friends. He was like, hey, you like to write Hebrew? I was like, yeah. So he texted me at midnight and wanted to read, and we set up a Zoom session and saw each other's faces for the first time.
Look at that.
How romantic.
Yeah, let's just go to Judges 1.
For the first time and went through Judges and a big part of Judges in 7 hours. And I was like, holy crap, I need to go to bed. I was like, it's 7 a.m. for you. It's not 7 a.m. It's 2 p.m. for you, but it's 7 a.m. for me, and I've been awake for the past 7 hours. Yeah, Judges. Well, we'll confirm with Jason next week, but we can do anywhere you wanted to start in Judges.
No, we can just start with verse 1. I think that's the most important part is this first chapter. I think it's a whole summary of maybe not the most important part.
Well, I think it's a whole part is how it connects to the last one. Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So is it your turn then?
Yeah, it is. It's me.
Okay.
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥 וישאלו בני ישראל באדוני לאמור מי יעלה לנו אל הכנעני בתחילה להילחם בו.
Mm-hmm.
And it was after the death of Moses, the children of Israel asked the Lord, saying, who will go up for us to the Canaanites in the is that that's prayer, right?
Yeah. Or beginning. No.
Oh, I know.
Tefillah is prayer. Tefillah is the beginning.
Yeah. and the to the Canaanites, uh, in the beginning to fight him,
to fight
against him. Yeah.
Against him. Yep.
Yeah. Oops, that's what you get.
Yeah. Tehillah is the beginning.
Yeah.
Tefillah is a prayer.
Oh, who will go up for us to the Canaanites at the first to fight against them? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So who's going to be the first one to go up?
Yeah. Who's going to do it?
Who's going to go?
Who going to be?
Who going to be there? That's that foreign Hebrew dialect. So Vayomar, huh?
Not me. Hey, me. It's like reverse dibs. Not me.
Vayomar Adonai, Yehuda Ya'aleh. Hine natati el haaretz or et haaretz bayado. Adonai said, Judah will go up, for I am about to give the land into his hand. Hine plus a participle, or hine plus a. Wait, no. Is it just happens with participles, or is it with all hine clauses? I'm about to give.
I understood it as hine plus a participle, but I don't know.
Yeah,
sure.
That's right too. So I'm sure that people would call this a prophetic perfect, but I hate that. So my own pet theory is that tenses flip in dialogue. I don't know if it's because it's in dialogue or there's just something that happens, but you could say in dialogue, you'd see a lot of imperfects and you translate as present or future. I wonder if you could do a completed action as past. Or, I mean, a perfect as a future. I will give the land into your hand. I don't know. Maybe not. Either that or I have given. The prophetic perfect. Do you know that term? You could probably figure out.
Yeah, I mean
it seems more theological than
linguistic. It's a speech act, right? If God says He has given it, then He has given it. Like it's a. I mean, like.
Well, it's as good as given. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's my thing. Giving it to you.
Yeah.
And so with the speech act, it happens like. Like if you say, you can say to somebody, "Be blessed." You have blessed them. It's like you've done the thing while you're doing it, or like just in saying it. And so the action happens in the speech. And so if God says, "I have given to you," then it's given. You just have to go and take it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's right. We're in Judges now. I was going to check and see what the English says.
Yeah, I bet it says, "I have given."
Judges chapter 1. Behold, I have given the land into his hand. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the end of the day,
that's the same. That's the same. Yeah, and if you have hine plus a participle is I hereby give, or I am about to give something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll just keep it as I have given.
Yeah.
The NRSV doesn't take it as a prophetic perfect. So, let's see. Yeah, my phone keeps going off, and I keep hoping that it's Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
3, you ready?
Yeah.
Vayomer Yehuda LaShimon, 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥 עלה איתי בגורלי, ונלחמה בקנעני, והלכתי גם אני איתך בגורלך, וילך איתו שמעון.
Mm-hmm.
And Judah said to Simeon, his brother, "Go up with me in my boundary." Am I confusing something?
A 𝗥𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡, isn't that what they used to like cast lots? Lot of allocation by lot.
Territory. No,
my territory.
It looks like it's the same word.
Yeah. Oh, look. Judah shall go up. Look what the NRSV says.
That's weird. I don't like
I
that.
hereby give the land into his hand.
That's interesting.
So it's treating it as if it were a participle.
Yeah.
Or I'm getting confused, and that can be done with hane and not just participles. Yeah, the territory allotted to me. My allotment.
Yeah.
My allotment.
Okay. That makes good sense.
It's the same thing for like casting lots. Yep.
Yeah. With me against to my lot. Yeah. Go up with me to my allotment, and you and let us fight against the Canaanites.
Uh-huh.
And I will go.
Or maybe so that we may fight. Either one of those would work. Mm-hmm.
And I will go I will go with you into your allotted territory.
I will also go with you.
Yeah. And Simeon went with him. It's so funny to me, like, because it sounds like it's the people and not the tribes, because they're using the singulars to talk about it. It's just like, it's interesting. Except for in the Nilachama, but that could work because it's two individuals. Yeah, sorry. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, they're using the singulars. I just think of the people, so I'm reading that instead of the tribes themselves.
Yeah. Ugh.
I can take 4 too if you want me to. I don't mind.
Sorry, my medicine makes me sick, and soda water helps.
You're fine.
So I drink soda water. So vaya'al Yehuda vayetem Adonai et haKna'ani v'haprizi b'yadam vayakum bevezek aseret alafim ish. So Judah went up, and Yahweh or Adonai gave the Canaanites and the Perizzites into their hands. But Yadam, so I guess the people that Judah was leading. Interesting that it doesn't say Bayado, because it's talking about Judah. Anyway, and they smote them at what's Bezek? It's a place.
Yeah.
And Aseret Alpayim, 10,000 men. Aseret Alpayim ish. So they smote at Bezek 10,000 men. So wait a second. So no. This is Judah and Simeon together going up and killing 10,000 men.
Supposedly.
Yeah, right. At least if you read the text on its surface, that's what it's saying, right?
Yeah. But it changes the explicit subject back to just Judah.
Yeah.
In the beginning of 4.
Vayomer Yehuda li Simon. Yeah, and then. Yep. So either one person or at most two people killed 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if Elijah can do it, maybe these people have a shot. That was a joke. Come on, folks. Come on. Maybe I shouldn't be making jokes like these. They aren't orthodox jokes. So let's see. Sorry, my liberalism is shining through. Jason's gonna see this recording. It's like, what the heck are they doing?
I never said anything.
I know. You just keep your mouth shut, and I don't know when to close mine. Okay, your turn.
Vayimtzeu et @ādonī-bezīk ādonī-bezīk vayilchamu bo vayaku et ＨaKana'ani et Perizi.
Haperizi.
Haperizi. Yeah, Haperizi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Haperizi.
My liberalism is showing through. Galen says, no, I don't know. If it is, you're keeping it to yourself while I am letting it flow freely from my mouth.
No, I think it's like a quote and then the haha after is the idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's what my teacher said. He said, pardon me, my Marxism is showing. He was lecturing on something. I was like, yeah, you would not hear that in a Christian institution. Or even a conservative Jewish institution.
And they found ādonī-bezīk, it's a person in Bezik place.
Amazing coincidence.
And they fought against him, and they smote the Canaanites and the Perizzites.
Can you parse that verb vayaku?
Sure. It is.
Galen says, exactly, Colton, you should have added the quotes.
So vayaku is 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥, obviously. It's in the Hifil. And it comes from the root nun kaf hey.
Very nice. That's it. That's what I wanted to know.
Yep.
Only one root letter showing.
Yeah. The hey drops off because of the because it's in the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡, but also because of the.
And it's a third hey.
There's a vocalic ending at the end.
Yep.
And then the nun assimilates to the kaf.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And and then you're left with the Hifil. The only thing that tells you it's a Hifil is the performative vowel.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I asked that question because that's one that a lot of people miss, because there's like, what? There's only one root letter?
Yeah, that's one of them ones you just got to memorize.
All right, let's do one more. I'll take us home.
Go for it.
Vayanos. Kamat katan. Vayanos ādonī-bezīk. Vayirdefu acharav. Vayochazu oto. See, I'm trying to get my accents right. Vayikatsutu. Speaking of getting accents right. Vayikatsutu et behonot.
Yeah.
Et behonot yadav v'raglav. So Vayanos ādonī-bezīk. Excuse me. ādonī-bezīk fled. And he went down behind him. I don't know who he is talking about. And they captured him.
Oh, they pursued after him.
They pursued. Oh, radaf, to pursue, right?
Yeah.
I read it as yarad.
Yeah, that's fine.
And katsats is to cut off, or to cut into pieces. So they cut into pieces. This sounds disgusting. His fingers, his hands, and his feet. So maybe they cut them off. They cut off his fingers, his hands, and his feet.
Yeah, the fingers of his hands and his feet. So his fingers and his toes. Fingers.
The adult. Well, is it construct?
I would think so. It's not his fingers because it's oat. It doesn't have the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's no definite article under the
That's
date.
right. You're right.
But it has the et on it.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the fingers of his hands and his toes. So they cut off all his digits.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, that's 101. Any questions or talks?
Yeah. I don't think so. We hope that Jason is okay. If it is your persuasion to pray for him, just because we don't know, that would be great. We've not heard from him. Like we said, hopefully he's just sleeping. His body finally said, "Dude, you cannot stay up till 7
Well,
a.m.
yeah, and he also it said he was at his computer at 1:45 my time. So
yeah, so
I don't know. 1:45 my time.
8:45 his time.
8:45 his time. So he may have just sacked out from lack of sleep.
Yeah, but hopefully
so
all
we're
is
just going
well.
to do the reading today because Jason does prepare for that, and I don't want to do that without him.
Yeah,
I almost didn't do it today, but I was like, no. Some people want to read. There's some folks out there that want to read.
Yeah,
and there were anywhere between 5 and 7 people who wanted to read. So it's good.
Yeah. Thank you, Muriel. Yeah, I assume we'll just pick up with the translation exercises in Wine Green next week.
Yeah, let's do that because I'm really busy too. I could use a Monday.
Yeah, that's no problem. But we'll do that. Look forward to that then. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say.
Thank you all for coming. Does anybody have any questions or comments?
Concerns
or protests?
Quotations. You just want to share.
Concerns, quotations, complaints, grievances.
We'll take them all.
Yeah. Thank you. See you next week. Thank you for coming. Yeah, so we will keep an eye out for Jason. And we're glad we found you, J. Kirkpatrick. Do you go by J, or is that just your first initial? Because you're shy. Or protective of your identity. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Jason. Oh, there's another Jason. Michael Burke. You are welcome, Michael. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and hopefully we will be back full force next week.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And yeah, hopefully I will be.
Will you be finished up then?
I will be. I will be here next week, but I will not yet be finished. I will be finished on Wednesday the 8th.
Okay.
And classes are done. And then we had Passover break, and now we have reading week, and then papers are due. So that's what I'm working on at home because I am behind. I have to tweak one, finish another, and translate in a week. I think I can do it. So, all right, everybody. As Jason would say, thanks for coming. I'm Yisrael Chai. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks, Colton, for coming in and helping. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Peace.